goals. And for us in the education arena, we have only the next 6 years to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and produce lifelong learning opportunities for all. And I'm happy to report that we are on course in achieving this target, achieving inclusive and quality education for all. Reaffirms the belief that education is one of the most powerful and proven vehicles for socio-economic transformation. We will witness within the next few weeks and months the conversion on some of our existing buildings in our high schools into a smart learning environment. Construction is about to begin in earnest the development of new smart schools across the country. There will be an establishment of aftercare centers in campuses to attend to computers that may need repair. We are setting up a 24-hour call center to resolve all consumer issues, including complaints from our students who are going to use these devices. The future of our education system is what we are witnessing today, a live participation from our schools across the country, the first of its kind at this Ministry of Education. The future is here. We are actually embarked on an agenda for the transformation of Ghana. The future of Ghana couldn't be brighter than what we are seeing. We are on a trajectory to a great future. And I can assure you, under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, a foundation has been laid. We are building on it. The future is here today. Ghana will be a great participant in the 4th Industrial Revolution. We will win. And the winning begins from today. Education changes the fortunes of countries. No country has transformed itself without improving its education system. We have begun something that 10 years, 20 years from now, the world will talk about. The world will come and see Ghana, see the innovation that brought about the transformation. Historians, Mr. President, will be kind to you. You have done the impossible in the COVID era. I did an interview with a reporter. Talk about all the things that we have done. The new junior high schools we are building. The community schools we are building. All the innovations that we've done, including ensuring that teacher education is 4 years instead of 3, which means it's costing the country more. And the reporter looked at me and said, so you are doing all this in the midst of economic challenges? And I said, that is what a visionary president does. He had to find an antidote to the economic challenges by laying a strong and robust foundation for the economy, that this economy will stand the test of time. This is the foundation that we build upon in the years to come. Mr. President, Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, I'm so grateful for this opportunity of being Ghana's Minister for Education at this time in our history. I'm grateful. Thank you all, and God bless you all.
And posterity will be kind to his legacy. Ghana's Minister for Education, the Honorable Yao Educhum, MP. Thank you, sir, for that heart-stirring speech. In moving on, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we want to understand what we mean by the future of Ghana's education. For the next few minutes, please lend your unbiased attention to the screen. Godswick Kwabla, Marvelous, and students of Wesley Grammar, together with Khadija from the Accra Technical Training Center for a presentation. A round of applause for them.
This nation, your nation, my nation, our nation, Ghana's educational journey has come a long way from the shackles of colonial rule, where schools were a privilege, not a right, reserved only for the children of the elite, while the masses stumbled in ignorance. To then, when the flames of independence were lit and with it a burning desire to learn and to break the chains of ignorance that had bound us for far too long.
Then public schools sprouted across the land, opening the doors of knowledge bit by bit. Yet the path was still lined with hurdles. Crumbling infrastructure, lacking resources, overcrowded classrooms, ill-equipped libraries.
Policies emerged to bridge the gap, expanding facilities, training more teachers, but financial barriers remained a challenge, excluding their intelligent minds trapped in poverty's grip.
Until the day a revolution dawned, the free SHS policy. A dream realized, dismantling the financial hurdles, making education a right, not just a privilege.
For the first time, I, Edmond Kweku Asumi, could dream. For the first time,
I, Abdulaziz Khadija, could finally dream.
For the first time, we, the students of Ghana, could dream. For the very first time. As powerful heights our parents could not fathom. To become engineers, professors, doctors, to become fashion designers, teachers, innovators.
Uplifting ourselves, our families, and our nation. Yet, even as we bask in this monumental stride, the world continues to accelerate ahead, leaving us grasping for a new digital future where knowledge is boundless, accessible, and engaging. So today, I ask you, to dream with us.
What if every student's journey was transformed? If the tools to conquer this digital age were quite literally at our fingertips? Imagine. What if tablets became our portable libraries, loaded with a universe worth of knowledge, constantly updated, nurturing curious minds to explore, question, and innovate without limits?
What if classrooms transcended the four walls, reaching across towns, cities, and nations to learn from the experts, no matter the distance, erasing boundaries, uniting our people?
What if we had unlimited access to exam practice tools, from past questions to learning tools, and many more? No student, and I mean no student, not even a single student would be left behind. We will be armed with all the tools we need to strive and excel without failure.
What if all this wasn't just another what if?
Yes, but the launch of a bold new reality for the students of Ghana to finally soar, unshackling our minds to reach limitless heights.
What if the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, could mount the stage to offer us yet another innovative solution to make this what if a reality? What if, Mr. President, you could kindly mount the stage to outdoor and unveil the new era of education?
Let's start.
opportunities.
Eminent clergy, Christian and Muslim, the Vice President, the MPP presidential candidate for the 2024 election, Minister for Education and Member of Parliament for Bosumtwe, the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Deputy Minister for Education and Member of Parliament for Asin South, Ministers and Deputy Ministers designate, Members of Parliament, Director General of the Ghana Education Service, the Head of the Local Government Service, President of the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, CHAS, leadership of teacher unions, esteemed traditional rulers from Mamfe, Akuapem and Osu, members of the diplomatic corps, students, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. On 27th February 2024, whilst delivering the message on the state of the nation to Parliament, I intimated that government had begun the rollout of the one tablet per student policy at all senior high schools. It is intended to be a great tool to help bridge the gap between disadvantaged and privileged students. Today, I have the singular honor of launching officially yet another intervention to add further impetus to what I've already described as a transformative policy that has broken myths and liberated minds, the free senior high school program. Ladies and gentlemen, education is not merely a right, a privilege. We now know that it is a fundamental right whose enforcement empowers individuals, transforms societies, and propels nations towards progress and development. As we gather here today, let us reflect on the crucial role that education plays in shaping the destiny of our nation. Indeed, education is at the center of poverty eradication. It therefore explains why, against all odds, I went ahead to propose and subsequently implemented the free senior high school program, popularly known as Free SHS, in September 2017, 9 months after I took office. From the initial annual enrollment of 422,940 in 2017, some 503,000 children enter senior high school this year, the highest ever enrollment of children into senior high school in a single year in our history. With 5.10 million children having so far benefited from this SHS policy since it was instituted in September 2017. The considerable budgetary allocations within the period, totaling some 12.8 billion cedis, amply demonstrate The sheer determination by the Akufo-Addo government to ensure that education becomes a catalyst around which the future transformation of our nation will revolve. I'm particularly proud of how in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic and other dire economic constraints, we've been able to sustain the free senior high school program and advance it even further with the addition of TVET and STEM without compromising the needs of the lower level of our education system. Again, I have on a previous occasion touted my administration's monumental strides in the digitalization agenda and singled out for praise the leadership role of my excellent and indefatigable Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the man all of us, including even his enemies in the MDC, called Dr. Digitalization. Through his sterling efforts, transparency, efficiency, and accountability in the public sector have improved significantly. Under my direction, government took a decision to align the digitalization agenda to education improvement initiatives, from pre-tertiary all the way to the tertiary level, which is the reason for today's function. Government is determined to derive the optimum benefits in the twin areas of education and digitalization. I dare say that the investment and commensurate commitment towards education enhancement over the last 7 years is unmatched by any government since the inception of our Fourth Republic some 31 years ago. These are seen in the areas of policy, infrastructure, equipment and retooling, furniture, scholarship, stationery provision, and enhancement of teacher welfare. One of the things that the COVID-19 pandemic succeeded in doing to us was to expose our vulnerability in so many areas of our lives, including the education sector. But it also created for us opportunities for innovation. It taught us to think, to find new ways to solve our problems. One of such was an opportunity to leverage on the digitalization option it presented to us. Indeed, the pandemic gave us a rare opportunity to accelerate the adoption of digital technology and shielded productivity. You'll realize that as a forward-looking government, we seized the opportunity, led by the Vice President, to close the gaps that were existing in our digitalization space, and most importantly, ensure that the gains from digitalization policies are broadly shared in an inclusive manner. Based on this, government instituted a number of measures to ensure that education delivery was not hampered in any way. Students and teachers wore nose masks or face shields, and online or technology-aided distance education became popularized. The Ministry of Education spearheaded the distribution of some 200,000 laptops to teachers in pre-tertiary institutions nationwide. To enable them to derive maximum use of the computers, government trained beneficiary teachers on utilization of applications embedded in the computers to facilitate the preparation of lesson notes and research, among other uses. This meant that the use of chalk and its associated health